We Are Arcade.com presents the Anime UK podcast with the SSRS.
You're listening to the Anime UK show presented by Alex, Aisha, Oren and Harriet.
Featuring news, reviews and discussions from the world of anime, manga, gaming and otaku culture.
Anime UK is brought to you by wearearcade.com. You can find us there every Friday.
You can also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Anime UK Show, as well as subscribing to us on iTunes and YouTube. Don't forget to rate, comment and keep sending us your lovely questions. And we're back with the Anime UK Show, episode 25. So we'll be talking about a mix and match of animes this week, because I looked at one anime that everyone else discussed when I was away. Oron looked at one which we discussed while she was away. So loads of mix and matches. And we will start off with, the least dodgiest. The World God Only Knows, Goddess Arc. This one Alex recommended, and I have to say was a great laugh. Alex, do you want to talk about it? What it's about?
I'll explain the first series first. You follow the story of a guy who's obsessed with dating sims. He's the king of dating sims, so much that he's called the God of Conquest. And along the way, he bumps into a demon who asks him to help her because she mistakes him for actually being a real god. So the story goes that she waylays him to help her remove loose souls from women by making them fall in love. This continues on for a long series of all the girls he meets up and helps out along the way. And the Goddess Arc is series 3, where you get introduced to a series of goddesses who have possessed the girls from some of the previous series. And it's literally just the same story all over again, but this time with goddesses and a kind of a warring theme in the background. But yeah, it's a hilarious series. You wouldn't expect it, considering the kind of background story or anything.
Oh, I really liked the first episode of the second series. If you hadn't seen the first series, it kind of summed it all up in a good 10-minute intro.
Yeah, the third series did as well. It introduced all of the girls again. Just in I think within 20 seconds, just said all of them.
Yeah, and it was really well done. And gotta love the main guy. He's a bit of a man whore. He's going around stealing young girls' hearts, kissing and all this and such and such. The first episode of the new series was pretty hardcore. Again, so much was happening. The minute you're like, oh bless, that girl actually likes him and he actually likes her. Oh wait, she's dead. Never mind. Move along, next episode. Yeah, what did you guys think, Harriet?
I actually quite liked it. I have heard about the series, but I've never watched the original series. But it was good that they had the recap in it. So, for me, it was, this happened and that happened. And it was, usually with these stories, they kind of drag. But this didn't. And that's what I really liked about it. You followed it straight off as if you hadn't watched it before. I mean, obviously I didn't know the characters apart from the guy and the devil girl. But, I really liked it.
Oren?
Yeah, no, I really like that they summed it all up, because usually when we do watch these animes where it just suddenly starts in season 3, so I don't know anything that's happening. I don't know who these characters are, and I don't particularly care since it hasn't really been explained. But yeah, that whole summary thing at the very beginning helped a lot. But I don't think I'll particularly be watching it further than that one episode.
But just to throw it in there for you, Oren, it's actually based on a manga series, written and illustrated by Tamaki Wakiki, and you might be interested in reading it rather than watching it. It came out in 2008, actually, so it's not like it randomly just made into an anime. I think people really liked it for it to be done. So if we now go to the next one. This was actually suggested by listener Damien, him and his interesting choices. This one is Najika Blitz Tactics. How deceived was I? I was so deceived. I watched this anime. Again, this is what I do. I just watch anything and just see how it goes, and I should be used to Damien's taste. But as soon as you watch the beginning opening, I actually was loving the music. It was so jazzy.
Yeah.
So obviously dated, actually premiered in 2001, and you're kind of looking at her and you're like, oh yeah, look at her, she's so cool in her little butler jacket, and then you're like, oh wow, it's got short. And then later on, like a minute later, you then start seeing the panty shots, after panty shots, after panty shots, and this is still just the opening theme tune, not even the series. You kind of just jump in, she seems to be some sort of private eye, and she's been sent to Madame's mansion where everyone's the maid and the mistress is lesbian, I'm guessing, or bisexual. She's cheating on her husband and all sorts, and she's kidnapped some girl and she's trying to have her way with the girl, and I was just sitting there going, what's she doing to this girl? I don't understand. So yeah, I was getting confused. I actually went on to watching the next episode. That's how, like, interested I was in the story. It's just such a shame this has been, sold off as an ecchi. So every fight, you see crotches, you see boobs jiggling, and if you're a villain, you're definitely gonna have nipples on show. Apart from that, not bad story. Oren, how did you feel about this anime?
Well, going from the very beginning where you see the character, it was, I think, crotch shot, gun shot, boob shot, and then you saw her face.
Yeah.
And when a character gets introduced like that, I tend to lose all kind of interest. Completely. And then I was thinking, let me start counting, like, how many crotch shots I've got in this. And I think I reached up to 20, and I was like, and it got to the maid parts.
Yeah.
Any, I was like, I give up. I give up now. Yeah, no, seriously, like, I might have been more interested because she seemed like even though she didn't really have that much personality at all in that first episode, she was just like, I'm just doing my job, whatever. I would like to see how she develops as a character, but, yeah, creepy old lady, like, housewife lady has, like, trying to have a way with,
the kid, yeah.
Yeah, with an underage, unconscious kid. What? That was just weird. I don't understand.
That's why I had to watch the second episode. Yeah. I didn't know what the hell, but there was more to it, without spoiling. So if you're interested in finding out what the hell goes on, do watch the second episode. It explains a lot.
And she's like a really good fighter. And it's like, I don't care because all I'm seeing is up your skirt every 2 seconds. Like, why aren't, like, I was speaking to one of my friends about her and I was like, literally she decided she should have just been a giant vagina with arms and legs. That's the most which I saw of her most of the time.
I have to admit, now, I watched it, and by the end, even I felt pervy. I have to admit, and I'm used to ecchi, and stuff like that. Even I thought,
felt a bit dirty.
Yeah, I felt like unclean. Though I have to say, where the hell did those men get those machine guns from? Under their skirts? It's like, boing! There you go.
Like, their stomach is where it was.
I was like,
where it looked like.
I mean, I know this is anime, but for God's sake, how the hell did you do that?
Yeah, I'm 2 out of 10, would not watch again.
No, I don't think I could bring myself to watch it again. No, I really didn't enjoy it at all.
I can get past the crotch shots, man. I'm so going for the 3rd episode. 3rd and 4th.
Is it
maybe the first season. I'm going for it, guys.
Is it just as bad in the 2nd episode?
Well, it explains a lot more. You know why the girl's kidnapped, and she actually gets a partner in that episode. And yeah, I think it's all about exploring sexuality as well, but not in a sexy kind of way, but in,
I remember when New Type magazine, the American one, came out years ago, and they always used to bring out a DVD with
first episode.
Like first episode or trailers from ADV at the time, and one of them was this, and all I just remember was seeing the panty shots, and as soon as the name came up, I thought, wait a minute, I do remember this some way. And then I just saw the first 30 seconds and I thought, yes. I looked that away in the memory bank a long time ago and I forgot about it. Just for that reason. And I was young at the time. I was more innocent. You know, watching this thinking, no. But no, I can't bring myself to watching any more of it.
Oh. Thank you for welcoming me back with this anime.
You're welcome. I missed you, man.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh God.
Oh, yeah. Good times. And we're gonna go on to another great anime, High School DXD. Oh yeah, Oren.
Yeah.
So, just to give you an intro, High School DXD began as a light novel series, and the illustrations were quite popular, and that was in 2008, and of 2013, it then became a manga, and shortly after, it was still quite popular, and then eventually became a series, and that's what we watched. I've not followed the first series myself, so when I watched it, I was like, whoa, what's going on here? But I know what genre this is. Another ecchi, considering the first scene is a guy's lying in bed and he's looking at boobs, and he's like, oh, what are these doing here? And you think it's a dream, because that's what most animes are like. They're dreaming of boobs, but no, they're real. Then there's a woman just lying there. And he's like, why are you lying there? And it's like, I saw you sleeping and I just couldn't help myself and I wanted to sleep here too. Should we bond? And it's like, what? Uh-oh. And then another girl comes along and she's like, I want to bond too, don't leave me out. And I was like, oh my god, what are we watching?
The
yeah.
said something a bit racy. I was like, what did you just say? Even I was like, wait, you just said that. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't quite fathomed what it was about, apart from they are training to be demons. Anyone else, Alex?
It's demons and angels both in the school. The redhead is a fallen angel. Okay. And I watched the first episode, this one, I was completely confused, watched the first episode of the first series and was still equally confused. Yep. Cause in the first series, literally it starts out, he goes to a school that used to be all girls. And now it's co-ed, so there's just thousands of girls there still.
And the one other guy.
Yeah, with like two other guys that were just there because they got in. But, his whole point is, I want to get a nice, good, busty girl. And that's all I want from this school. And, along the way, all I remember was, he gets killed within the first half of the episode. And then the redhead comes along, revives him, and then she tags along with him and he just constantly gets in fights. And that's literally all I got from the series was that and tits. Tits and fighting. That's all I got. I was just kind of sitting there going, I don't get this series. I don't what? And then they went, oh, we have angels and demons. Okay.
But we're not version of Fate's Stay Night.
Pretty much. I didn't understand a thing. All I knew is he likes tits. He's a bit of a perv. And he's hanging around with a huge group of girls who all mysteriously want to get in his pants.
I know, it's really weird. They genuinely feel like they're getting a power from him.
And there's lots of gratuitous boob shots, which are very rare, considering it's every 5 seconds there's some girl walking around naked.
Even in the ending scene, there's no artistic covering the boob. No, there's nipples everywhere and the JJs. Oh my god.
I think it was like that in the first opening as well, because it's the first ending, sorry, because I love the song of the first ending. I have it on my MP3. I think it was virtually the same, I think.
It was just pole dancing.
Yes, that was it. It was pole dancing. Pretty much.
It wasn't even stylishly hidden, it was just them grinding against themselves in a reflection on a pole.
No, that's true. The one thing I did like, there was a hidden joke in there. I don't know if anyone caught onto it, but you know the guy at the end who attacked with Excalibur?
Yes.
And he went, Excalibur! That's what Excalibur says in Soul Eater.
Probably
in the anime, that's what he just goes around going, Excalibur! And it's actually voiced by Trey Barker.
Troy Barker.
Troy Barker, sorry. No. Memory lapse. But yes. And that made me laugh.
I'll just throw in that they actually made it into a video game recently in Japan, and the game has been released as an erotic battle adventure.
So in other words, destroy the armor, the video game.
Yeah, it's a visual novel with turn-based battle system where I'm sure, clothes disappear.
like it did in the battle, like the girl.
Yeah, but I get you. And it makes sense though. You eventually get with a girl, and that's what he wants, right?
No.
Mm-hmm.
By saving the world at the same time, yeah. save the world, get the girl, all that jazz.
Extra reward is he gets more than one girl.
Oh, threesome.
Oh gosh. I want to hear Oren's thought on this, cause...
Oh, Oren, yeah, you've stayed really quiet.
It's hiding in a corner.
I think I might have watched the first season.
Oh!
But that's not, if he died. Yeah, that's the first season, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one which I watched, which was straight up. School animes where girls have giant boobs is not my scene. Cause I don't know what age they are. They could be 16, they could be just barely legal, but I'm a 24-year-old adult. I don't want to be seeing any teenage boobs at all. Or real or otherwise.
Oh, there was a bit of lolicon in the episode I watched. I was like, oh my, cover that up. Lolicon.
Yeah, there was I don't know what I expected from it at all. But when it was like straight up with the boobs, I was like, this isn't my kind of manga, my kind of anime. No. I'm super, super sad. Cause like the animation's pretty sweet. And, I don't really dig the character designs that much, but
I like the uniforms they wore.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
It had cool uniforms,
Even the guys had nice uniforms. Really posh.
But, yeah, you already know what I'm thinking. You already know. This podcast knows too much about what I think about this kind of stuff. I don't want to watch it. I get upset when I have to watch it. You guys make me watch it.
It's like we're torturing you.
Yes.
Very sorry.
Honestly, I didn't know how bad this one was. I mean, some people might like it, but I didn't know how in your face it was going to be. I was shocked myself. I was like, what is this I'm watching? This is hentai. This ain't even ecchi.
Yeah, I wasn't even expecting I thought there'd be like some kind of
slice of life.
No, not slice of life. I was expecting it to be, cause straight up from the beginning, cause it had like the guy dying, and he's like, oh, that girl, she has red hair, it's red like my blood, and blah blah blah, and I was like, whatever, okay, that's weird, but I'll watch it. And then it was like, oh, it's just the tits, I'm just interested in girls' tits, nothing else. And then it was pretty much tits. Then we go to redheaded girl, and then she straight up gets undressed. I thought it was gonna be, oh, they're gonna cut away. Nope. She takes off her bra, you see her nipples, boobs flapping everywhere. Takes off her knickers. Thank God in this one I saw, it wasn't even tasteful or done well, but there was just this big white stripe where her arse and vagina was.
Oh, the magical white light.
Yeah. I was like, where did this come from?
Oh,
and
dear
then she went and had a shower. And then, the boy got asked on date. Date ends up being a fallen angel and ends up killing him. And then all he thinks about when he's dying is, man, she should have let me fondle her boobs. And what was the other thing? He was talking about when the redhead girl turns, it's like, oh yeah, I wish I could die on boobs like that or something. I was like, oh.
For the romantic.
Your last thoughts, that's all you think about? Not, oh man, I could have been like this, or I could have been a contender, or something. Oh.
You expected something. Oh my god, Oren. I don't know if I'm just pointing at anime or you. Oh.
I expect stuff from people. I think even though Tengen Toppa Grenlagan, they had the boobs in that and whatever, but that was exceptional. But it's like this, it was oh, they had the cool animation, and they had the bloody bit at the beginning. I was thinking it was gonna go beyond that. And then at the end, cause he keeps on waking up every time he dies or whatever, and he's always at home again. He's like, oh, that must have been a dream, and blah blah blah. But then it's like the last time he wakes up, he's naked in the bed. He's looking for his trousers because he's wondering why he's naked. And then redheaded girl's in his bed, like boobs out, everything naked. And he's like, whoa, your boobs. Dude, she's naked. And then she's like saying I'm a demon, and it's just like, if they were adults, I wouldn't mind. Cause it's like, it's like one of the, I don't mind ecchi, as long as like I'm expecting it. And as long as everybody's like legal, I don't particularly mind it. But, yeah, I don't like high school stuff and ecchi mixed together, it's creepy. Like, ugh. I wouldn't even want to see 18-year-old boobs realistically. So, shrug. Shrug. What I think. Realistically, this week made me want to stop watching anime.
We have officially broken Oran, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We're sorry, or
It's broken.
We're very, very sorry.
Yeah, you should be.
I think we need to do screenings for what
coming back.
we should watch from now on.
Coming back from America as well.
Alex.
So disappointed. There was that other anime you told me to watch, the Ghost one.
Yeah, what did you think about that?
I've forgotten the name of it.
Alex?
What's the name?
Nope. I have to Google this again. It's yummy something.
What? Yami Shiba.
It was the one we watched.
That was the one.
Yeah,
Yami Shiba ghost, Japanese ghost stories. Like, that was the last one I watched, out of that terrific, lineup of, anime I had to watch. But then this one, like, saved me. This one was
And it's the shortest as well.
yeah, did you guys already watch this one?
Yeah, we wanted to
First
find a few
episode.
thoughts. I thought the actual art and design would really interest you.
Yeah, no, at first I thought it was a gag manga, because I used to watch this gag manga called Gag Manga Biori, which was, like, animated in a similar style, where basically they had, like, drawn frames and they just moved them around like puppets half the time. So at one point I did think it was a gag manga. And then it was a bit where the creepy lady with the long hair keeps on putting, these seals in his bedroom.
His house, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she gets arrested. At that point I was like, okay, it's a ghost story. And then it was like, when that happened and she got arrested, I was like, oh, it's a gag manga. It's a gag anime. And then it was like, no, it's true, it's too spooky. At the end.
Nope.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed this, because I think I've said before in this podcast, I really dig, like horror stories which aren't like Western.
Yeah, there aren't many animes as well, which is a big shame.
Yeah, because usually it's like, oh, it's demons, or it's usually like the only ghost stuff we tend to see with Japanese tends to be the long-haired stuff. And that's about it. And, like long-haired girl, and, hair's the grossest. I hate hair in general.
Don't
But,
watch Corpse Party then, because that's got loads of hair in it and there's a long haired girl in it.
Hair's super gross. I don't like it when, what is it? 'Cause sometimes my mum uses my hairbrush and I'm like, I don't like other people's hair in my hairbrush. I don't like finding hair, because there's like people at my workplace who have long hair, and it's like if I find their hair on like the keyboard and stuff, I'm like, oh, this is super gross. It's just the idea of it getting in your mouth is super gross, but, you know, I really dug a lot of those stories. And last one, like, creeped me out. Not the most, but I've always got this phobia of, things coming out the toilet. Cause that's, in general, like, really gross. Cause it's like you're sitting on the toilet, you wouldn't want something to come out of it, would you? Whilst you're, like, peeing.
It's a rational fear.
Yeah, and I've heard that in America you can get snakes coming out of the toilet.
Oh, why, snake? Get out of here.
Yeah. Even alligators, but that's a rumour, you know.
How?
That's when you're living in the bayou. You know? That happens. That's its home you're shitting on.
Yeah. that one had the creepy monster thing come out of the toilet, and I was like, no, edit, undo, please. And I was talking to a friend about it, and then he started making a whole lot of like poop puns and toilet puns.
Oh no.
It was good, but yeah, that was the best one. I really enjoyed it. I don't feel like that had to be super animated or anything just to get those short stories across.
I have a random fact for you that I was just looking up in regards to hair. The reason why apparently it's a symbolism that they use it in horrors, unkept hair, is because the girl is literally insane, which is true.
Ah.
So it's basically it's their insanity invoking on other people, literally.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I was just looking it up. I thought, oh well.
Well, I'm not growing my hair ever again.
Well, my hair is about halfway down my back, so
My hair is quite short at the moment. Well, it's not that short, it's like shoulder length.
I'm kind of keeping it growing because I do want to do an Elizabeth cosplay from BioShock, but the first one, and my hair is the perfect length for it, so I just want to keep it as it is for now.
Oh, I've grown mine for the first time in my whole life. It's past shoulder length and it's annoying the hell out of me. I miss the days when I don't need to hold up my hair and washing it and it's just...
When you lean over while brushing your teeth, just hair gets in your face.
Yes! Oh god, Alex, you feel my pain!
I know.
I have my hair tied up all the time, so...
And sometimes, like, when your hair's a little bit oily, you can't really style it to look nice without having curtains, or you have to put it up, and then you get a headache, because the oil's sitting on your head, and it's like, oh, my god, shave it all off. I'm not doing that yet, but you know. Long hair. I don't know why. I'm going to a wedding next week. As soon as that's over, off. I'm going back to having a funky bob.
Yeah, it's just
speaking of rewatches, huh?
Sorry, no, it's just hair.
Oh, hair. But speaking of rewatches, you watched one that I suggested when you weren't here a few weeks ago, Aisha. Brothers Conflict.
Yeah, no one told me, so I watched it and I loved it. It was the best thing ever. Everyone knows
it was very much.
Yeah, everyone knows how me and Alex loved Utano Prince Summer, and this was like on another level. You're literally first episode, hey, there's a girl and she's living in this house with all these men, and it's like, what the fuck? And then it's like, oh, they're all your brothers, and I'm like, ugh, why are they hitting on her? And then you realise, oh no, her dad is marrying their mum, and they're all her new brothers, and then one happens to be in her class at school, awkward, and it's really annoying, but I really got on with all these characters. I really like them. Like, the blonde dude who wears his Japanese get up, he reminded me so much of Shuguro from Fruits Basket. I was like, perv, I love you. And,
I thought you'd recognise his voice because he's the blonde slutty guy from Utano Prince.
Oh, there you
It's the same guy who does the
Perfect,
same
and he was blonde as well.
Yeah.
So I instantly like that guy. There's the lawyer guy I thought was going to turn out to be a real creep, but he's actually the most normal out of all of them. The one who cooks.
He just cooks all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, the older one. He seems alright. The twins, oh, I love the quiet one. The overly talkative one, I'm just like, shut up. Just go away. I don't like you at all. I have watched a couple of episodes. I was getting so into it. Can you believe it? I was really getting into the series. But,
Don't worry, I'm on 11.
See, you just it's addictive. The opening theme. Oh, I was like jamming to it. I was like, yeah, you're my precious.
What about the ending theme?
I can't listen to the ending theme.
Is that the ending or the beginning?
The ending is when they all sing.
Oh god, I just have the video for that. It's hilarious how they're all dancing together. It reminds me of 3. It's like, yeah! Oh my god, that series it makes me happy, and that's rare for me to say about an anime. Like, Fruits Basket made me happy. Like, XX-holic kind of made me feel it used to make me think. Whereas this anime just makes me feel really happy, like Fruits Basket and As a Mangadeo. It's just like, that feeling you get. I don't know why. I think, do you know what? There's a Carrot Top in there, and I thought he reminded me of Kyo from Fruits Basket as well. But the thing that I loved about him is because he was a games designer, and he actually moved out of the house. He was one of the triplets. And I was like, yeah! Why can't I meet you in real life? Screw real men. Give me these anime guys, please, please!
So how many of the brothers have you seen so far out of 13?
I think I've seen all of them. I've seen, including the guy who's a girl. I've met the hairdresser. I've met, I think, all of them, maybe minus one. I think I've met all of them. No, I think I have.
Yeah, there's one that doesn't really turn up very often.
The idol?
No, there's a silver-haired guy that very rarely turns up. I think he's a florist.
No, I haven't met him. So yeah, I knew it. I'd have met all bar one.
I didn't even know he existed until he turned up on the last episode.
I think they must have just added, you just kind of think, how can you get so many people in without, having the same personality and stuff, but they're all different in their own different ways, and the Idol's a little shit, isn't he? I just beat him. Oh, he's just so annoying.
Me and Nora are the only ones who didn't like it.
Oren, I'm interested to find out why you didn't like it.
Oh, it's basically because she is the pathetic excuse for a main character.
Yeah, submissive girl, yes.
Yeah, which is the worst, overused trait for a character in that kind of situation. She's not even, interesting. Like, Toru from Fruits Basket, at least she got on with stuff, and she tried to solve people's problems and junk. This girl does barely that.
This girl made a cake, man. She made an amazing cake.
Wow.
That's all she does is cook.
Yeah, she's housewife material.
That's the same level as, trying to fix a family of people who turn into animals.
You're setting the bar pretty high there.
It's
interesting that they both get criticised for being plain.
Well, no, I like Toru a lot. I like her juxtaposed to all those characters. But Toru gets, I guess, a bit harassed as well, from what I can remember. I watched that so long ago and read it so long ago. But it's not on the same level as this. This one is, super creepy, especially that idol boy and the, what's it called? The silver-haired guy. He's one of the twins. He's
the one that I don't like, the sociable one.
Yeah, he's I'm 20-something years old, let me kiss this 16-year-old girl. That is normal, isn't it? Shrug. And it's oh, that's super gross. It's super creepy. And it's just, the only guy I liked in it is the redheaded, school brother.
Oh, yeah, the kind of the troublemaker looking one,
Yeah. He's the one who genuinely did like her from before she even moved in. Cause they've been at school together. That's why he was all upset about her living there. Cause it's oh no, I really like her. And it's now she's living here and that's gonna be super awkward. And then, he's the only one who tells the other, hey, guess what? You need to back off. And he's probably one of the few brothers who like her, who hasn't been super creepy. Yeah, he did put a blanket on her and maybe watched her sleep for 2 seconds, but I think that's not the same as
trying to dry hump her in her room.
Watch episode 10 because the idol goes into absolute creep mode.
Oh, he's such a douche.
He's a douche anyway, but he kind of goes across the line and it's just, why am I watching this?
And then it's oh no, that's so cute. And people are gonna be oh yeah, he's so kawaii and stuff like that. And it's well,
no. I think he wears the worst clothes as well. For an idol, he has no fashion sense.
Yeah. And he's just the worst human being and someone needs to beat him up and I really want his redhead brother to beat him up.
I just think they're all indifferent to him. They just don't really give a toss.
That's what I mean. That's the worst kind of attitude. And this girl does nothing. And it's this is there's gonna be girls who are like that who do nothing when guys do stuff like that. And that's why it's just so aggravating.
Okay, you got infuriated by this. Okay, cool.
We've broken Oren again.
In a different way.
Yeah, you're gonna love the Next Girl series.
Oh,
the MC is even more of a wuss.
Oh no.
And the guys are even more cruel.
No. I don't want to watch anime anymore.
Oh.
We need to find one that'll cheer you up.
Something mech, something sci-fi.
Yes. Please. I want to watch that new Space Danny. I've got it. Oh, it's by, I'll find out the name in a minute.
Oh, Space Dandy.
Yes. Space Dandy. I want to watch that. That looks like the one. But, that'll make me happy when it comes out. I'll just wait for that, okay?
Just hide in a corner.
You're just gonna hibernate till then, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Oren's actually returned from adventures in America, and we were hoping to find out what you did and what you saw there at Dragoncon, Oren.
Okay, well yeah, no, I'll tell you a little bit about Dragoncon. Dragoncon, is started in, Atlanta. It basically started in 1987, and it was just a little small con for basically gamers, role-playing gamers and all that kind of stuff. But then later on it expanded to more of sci-fi and all that kind of stuff. And today, I'm not sure yet what the actual numbers of how many people went this year, but last year it was like 52,000 people attended in 2012, and it's like you have everybody from cosplayers. Like I think Yaya was there. I walked past the table briefly.
Oh, is that the cosplayer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have like obviously you have all the booths, and you have the I'll tell you some of the people who were there. I didn't actually go see any like famous people because I'm not interested in that kind of stuff. But there was John Barrowman. Yeah, like his with they inside the hotel rooms because it's held in like 4 different hotels. Mm-hmm. They have something called Dragoncon TV, where basically you get to see some of the panels and also like fan shows people have made as well, and it gets shown like around the clock, which is really, really awesome. So it's like John Barrowman, Avery Brooks, Nicholas Brendan, Amanda Connor, John DiMaggio. You had like loads of people there. Shame I just didn't go see any of them. I went to, mostly what I did there was, I had my cosplay for like 3. Did I go for 3 or 4 days? No, I did it for 3 days this time. Because, I went as 2 characters where I couldn't use my hands, really. Which is the worst. And you have to walk around in like these big, and in America it is hot. You say it's hot here. UK doesn't know anything about it being hot. We complain about nothing. In the US, it is hot, and it was like not even sunny over there. I had to be dressed up as a character from Sword and Sorcery, Goglyphic Mass, which is like the bad guy basically, and he wears complete black and has like a big skeleton head and big skeletal hands, and I had to go line up in the queue to go get my pass. And the queues, because there's so many people going, it basically looped around the building, like, you had to loop around this building, which is like a whole block, and walk around it in your outfit, and my horn, like, part of my costume broke.
Oh no!
But no, it's great, because we stayed inside the hotel this time, so, we could see to go back and fix it. But yeah, we had to go around the block, and then go into the building where it had crazy queues, and then pick up our passes. That was like a hassle in itself. And then, like actually walking around and going to panels was super great. My girlfriend was dressed as like the hero from Sword and Sorcery. So people were taking loads of pictures like, oh man, yeah, I really love Sword and Sorcery. And then people thought I was like a skeleton, from Minecraft. I don't know if there are skeletons in Minecraft, but they kept calling me Slender Man Skeleton. I was like, no. That's not who okay, yeah, sure, take pictures. But, yeah, no, first day we went to this is the first con I've actually gone to panels as well, which is like, I always tend to miss for some reason, because it's always like you have to get like there an hour beforehand or you're not going to get in. And I had that experience last year where I missed a panel, the only panel I went to, which was like a Korra panel. This year we got into all our panels, so I went to a few, so you want to be in the game industry, and how to do game art, and how to create villains, and all this kind of stuff. I just went to more like instructional panels rather than just like famous people panels. But I like second day I went as Journey, the guides, the big giant.
Oh, the Elder.
Yeah, the Elder Journey people I went as. We tried to find our Journey group. They did not post where they would be.
Oh no.
So apparently there's like a big Journey meetup, and we were walking around the whole day, because obviously it's in the big hotels which have many floors and many places to hide, and then there's also outside. It's also in other hotels where you can go and do photo shoots. It's crazy. But yeah, we didn't find them in the end, but we had fun anyway.
That's annoying though.
Yeah.
It's
I'd be really disappointed. I mean, I was quite lucky when I did my Journey cosplay that we had 3 of us. I mean,
yeah,
it wasn't a massive group, but I was happy with that because I don't think there's been a complete group in the UK as yet. But oh my gosh, I feel so sorry for that.
Oh, it's okay. We because we didn't go to any meetups this time. But and then on the third day I did more panels again, which was great. And on the third day, I dressed up as Lumpy Space Prince.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
But that was just basically my Lumpy Space Princess outfit I had from last year, and I bought a fedora and attached my crown to it. And then I also drew like one of those skeezy mustaches, which is like just if you look in the comics, he has like a barely there mustache. It's just kind of like little short hairs. I drew that on. And people recognized who I was, which was the best, even though I was still wearing a dress.
I have to say, did you go to the, Finn, the voice actor was there? You should have gone up to him.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, no, there was a panel for it. I actually had like a toothache for like, we had to, every time I go to a convention, there's always something wrong with me.
Aww.
Killer toothache. So, I was down and out for some of the panels, which I was so upset about, but we got drugs, yeah! Woo! But, American painkillers are crazy. That's all I'm gonna say, but they work well. And I was okay, and I wasn't super drowsy or anything. But, then I was able, oh yeah, they also had the Artist Alley stuff, which was super great. But I always get super shy to even like go up to people and say, hey, I really like your stuff.
Aww.
It's like, how do you strike, well, it's not like I'm in awe, it's just like striking up conversations with people you don't know in general. It's like super weird to me. Unless it's like, there's a reason for you to be talking to them. So I usually just like, oh man, yeah, I would like to buy this print. Thank you. I love your stuff. Bye. But, what is it? Oh, I also saw someone, I've forgotten what it's called. I met one of the artists who, like writes one of the web comics, which I really love reading. And she got, like, I bought her printed versions of her comics, and, they were all signed.
Oh, nice.
Great. She writes a comic about, magical boys.
Oh my god.
They're like, so they have the magical transformations as well, and oh, it's beautiful. If I don't find out the name today, I'll tell you guys the name next week. But, yeah, no, she was super nice, and she gave me a free sticker. And yeah, there was like a ton of like amazing cosplays. I couldn't use my hands for 2 of the days. So, I couldn't take pictures. And I couldn't hand people my camera to take pictures of me. Best cosplayed, hands down though, was, I was so bummed out. Cause I was like, man, I haven't seen any wrestling, like, cosplay anywhere.
I know what you're gonna say.
So, yeah. And, we went to, this panel was like at 11 o'clock at night. It was the interracial discourse in erotic, fiction. When we were
Alrighty then.
Yeah, no, this was great, because that panel was super awesome. But yeah, just before that panel, this guy comes out, and he's dressed as Daniel Bryan, literally after like an hour of me complaining about this. And I was like, oh, I said, who's the tag team champions? He went, I'm the tag team champion.
Oh my god,
and then we just started shouting, yes, 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 at each other.
Sorry, we're wrestling fans.
It was the most beautiful moment ever.
Oh my god.
He was saying that he was talking about his beard as well. Where he was saying,
it was a genuine beard.
Yeah, it
I've seen
was.
the photos, they are amazing.
He was just like, oh yeah, like I was gonna shave my beard because it was driving me crazy, but I had to keep it for the con. Which he did, and it looked perfect. He was like spot on. And, what is it? Yeah, no, that panel was super great. It's the panels like hearing people to speak so casually as well, because I've heard that some panels can be a bit like scripted, and that can be very blatant and not fun. But these people were just speaking straight from the heart. Like one guy, he was an artist. He does a lot of the trading card arts for. He's done quite a few for Magic now, but he was basically talking about where he first started, and he said he always tells this joke where he's known as the guy who does Frodo's nutsack. Literally, it's got nuts pouring out of it and everything. It's his little sack. He draws them for the Lord of the Rings like cards, and he was just telling us like straight up, don't get known as that person because you'll get only stuck doing work, like little small things like that. You'll never get to do anything big, like do landscapes and all that kind of stuff and big action cards. And the erotic panel, which is super great, one of the people didn't turn up. So they didn't feel like right talking about the interracial stuff without them. So they just spoke about interspecies stuff. And it was like, yeah, I got a book. It's got dragons and people, best pairing. And, yeah, no, they got drunk on that panel. It was amazing. They were super fun. Yeah, it's just like everybody's super casual, super friendly, super helpful. I like took a lot of notes as well during a lot of these panels. But yeah, no, I seriously enjoyed it a lot. And I'm so sad that it was only like the 4 days. I wish it was longer. Even though that might be a bit like draining after a while. But yeah, it's great. I was so pleased that I actually went to, like, if I have to say, like, I know like one of my friends who we were there with, because we shared a room with about 4 or 5 people. Like, some of them didn't go to panels, like, at all throughout the whole con, because they don't like panels. And that's what I used to think when I used to go to the London conventions. I haven't done that for a while, but I used to not go to panels because, like, what's the point? It's all about going around the vendors and looking at all that kind of stuff. It's like, you miss so much fun when you go to the panels. Oh, I'm so, like, yeah, I'm gonna say especially if you go to the big cons, go to the panels. And we caught a bit of the John Barrowman one and the Battlestar Galactica one on the Dragoncon TV. And those
I love John Barrowman.
Yeah. He was like super out there. He asked someone to cut a tag out of his pants. Underwear, because
he doesn't do things by half though, our John Barrowman.
Yeah. he was like, the tag in his underwear was like driving him crazy, so he asked like someone up from the audience to cut the tag out.
Oh my god.
He's
how lucky would you be? Would you get to keep the tag?
Oh my god.
Sell it on eBay. Or put it in a jar forever.
Oh dear.
No,
I don't know how how many days was it again, Oren? 4 days?
4, yeah.
You just couldn't possibly do everything. I mean, you're not into like talking to the celebs and that, but I'm looking at the list. There were just so many. Like, half the cast from Spartacus were there. Apart from John DiMaggio, you had the rest of the Futurama voice actors there, including, I forgot that, Bender also did, Jake from Adventure Time as well. Yeah. And then you even had James Masters, Spike from Buffy. You even had Nicholas Brendan, which was Xander from Buffy. You had all the Star Trek people. You even had the girl who voiced Clementine from the Walking Dead chapters. Yeah. You had Noel Clark.
Oh my god.
You had like so many people. You even had like artists and illustrators from like Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
You've had
Quest as well.
Oh my god, Lucy Lawless, Xenia Warrior Princess was there.
Oh yeah,
holy crap!
I forgot. Yeah, she was at the Battlestar Galactica panel. She had like a broken leg or something. She was using crutches, but she still looked brilliant. But yeah, no, it's super great.
You had a couple of voice actors from Ghost in the Shell were there from the series. You had, oh wow, there was just too many people here. Where was the really cool one I saw? Oh, Glenn from Walking Dead was there. Yeah. I would have totally geeked out. I'd be like, Glenn, you're alive! Why haven't you died in the series? You're just unkillable.
Spoilers!
What? Come on!
There are some people who have not. No, but there are some people who still haven't watched it.
Wait! Master Lean was there. Oh,
yeah,
I love Master Lean.
It's just, I just like I appreciate what people do in shows, but I'm not the type of person to go like super gaga over meeting someone who does stuff in things.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah, I'm just like just be like sup. And then see you later.
There's so many people. Yeah. I'm actually like dumbfounded. There was just wow.
Yeah, as I said, like there was like loads and loads of people. It's just I going to panels.
we were talking about this when you were away. We were saying we have to go one year, all of us, to Dragoncon.
Yes,
that'd be amazing if we could.
We can get a room. We need to get it like now because
oh god,
that fast.
Literally, you have to get the hotels. Like I think there's like certain days where the hotels actually go up, and then like within like the day, like some hotels will be completely booked up. So it's like
mad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Literally, like I like paid for half the. Basically, you have to pay like 1 night in advance, and so I paid like for half of that when it came up. And Sarah was basically looking for, like, she I think she missed like a day of school or something just to book the room. And it's like she kept like when she was refreshing the page, obviously because the rooms are going like crazy. It was like, oh no, this room's gone. You can't do this. You can't do this.
Oh dear.
The website's crashing because there's so many people on here. But yeah, it's only like if we were to go, we would have to plan it like
In advance.
Yeah, way in advance. So if we went not next year's, but if we went the year after, we would have to book our room pretty much after Dragoncon. And also, pro tip, get your pass earlier on because it costs cheaper.
Fair enough.
It goes,
that's all the cons though.
Yeah,
you always get it cheaper if you order it online or whatever beforehand.
Because I got it like for $65, and I think it can go up to like 100 and something if you get it later.
Oh no, thanks. Whoa, that's like extortionate touting online.
Yeah, it's like you spend a lot of money as well at cons, and like I don't think I've ever spent this much money at a UK con. But I just bought loads of comics. I like buying like on like webcomic people stuff a lot.
I think it's more because you're abroad, you feel like you're never going to have this opportunity to buy that stuff again, so you just kind of feel, right, I've saved up for this, buy. Yeah.
I bought 2 Team Fortress shirts as well. I got a Pyro shirt and the one with the Pyro Vision, like unicorn balloon.
Oh, unicorn!
Cute.
I want to get the plushie of that.
Yeah.
It's so on my list.
Oh, they had the inflatable as well there. The inflatable unicorn. Oh, I wanted it. But yeah, it's like crazy. They actually moved the vendors to a different area because that used to be in one of the hotels, and they moved it to this place which was like across the road from our hotel, which was like 2 floors, and like this is like I don't know, I don't want to say that it is, but imagine like the Excel Center, that whole place where they have the MCM stuff. That's how big it seemed, but that was 1 floor, and that's just for vendors. That's not even panels and cosplayer people and all that kind of stuff.
That's a lot of space.
Yeah, and then there's the downstairs, which was smaller, but still like a lot of stuff going on down there. It's like
in
intense.
America, even if you're like quite poor, you live in a mansion. That's what the space is like in there, so I'm not surprised that the vendor itself was huge.
Yeah, it was
everyone lives in a massive piece of land, let's say. We're going to move on to the games now, guys. Right, we've had a lot of games that have come out recently. Just to name a few, Final Fantasy XIV, for Kingdom Hearts Remix HD, and we've got a few more coming up as well. Has anyone actually played Final Fantasy XIV yet since the last chat?
Nope.
No. Okay. Yeah. Pardon?
Oh, no, I haven't. I was going to say, there's another one that came out that's a big one, Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs.
So has it come out?
Yes, it came out
They really haven't
Tuesday.
advertised it at all.
No, it came out. I've been keeping an eye on it through YouTubers because they've been playing previews of it, and I've watched Let's Plays and I've seen it all the way to the end.
You're not going to buy it or play it.
Oh no, I'm not gonna play it. No, the first one scared me half to death, so I'm never gonna. It's good. They've taken out a lot of stuff from the first game. Like the sanity meter's gone, lighting up stuff. There's no menu even. You literally just walk from start to finish.
Are you saying it's just hard?
Well, there's a lot of puzzles in it. From what I saw, there are a lot of jump scares as well, and we don't have grunts anymore. We have pigs. So,
well, that makes sense.
Nothing. Yeah. So basically, it's not as I have to put it out there. It's not as fantastic as the first one. It's still good, but you know, it was always going to be hard to match the first one because that was just brilliant. I think gameplay and all. I think it's like 3 hours, if that. In all, that's it. Yeah. I'd say play it. Do play it if you're a fan of the first one. But some people might like it better than the first, but I think a lot of people won't. But that's just my personal opinion.
I'm gonna still look into it, because I like these survival horror games. So the first one bored the crap out of me, so I'm expecting it.
Really?
Yeah, I was bored. Nothing was happening for ages. I was like, come on, something happened. Oh, the book fell on the floor. Big whoop. I was like, come to me, aggravating noise or whatever the hell you are.
You're gonna get a lot of that in the second one, like a lot of rumbling and shaking of the screen and
I might as well just watch someone play through it, basically.
Yeah, there's loads of people that have I think the only one who's completed it, oh no, there's two. Manga Minx has completed it and Markiplier has completed it. For the others, I don't think they've finished it. People are still playing Outlast from last week. Another one that was pretty scary.
And other stuff that's come out, what was it? GTA 5 is out next week?
That is, yes, it's the biggest game of the year. I think it's the most expensive game that has ever been made.
Oh, really?
I think it has. Let me have a look. Apparently though, pre-orders alone, they've doubled what they spent on the game. So they've made a huge profit.
Oh wow.
Of millions.
On pre-orders.
Yes. So what alone, I mean, I know Call of Duty, the new one's coming out soon, but I don't think that's gonna get a look in with GTA 5 at all. I have no doubt about that whatsoever. I can't, do you know what? I've kind of kept hidden away from the trailers and whatnot because I do want to get this game, but I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
I know that sounds odd because usually I watch trailers of most things that come out, but this I've just withheld because I want to try it and just experience it for myself. Obviously I have seen the trailer, but that's about it.
I love how I have to enter my age into the actual website to actually view it. And it's now telling me my age is invalid. Well, screw you.
What?
I know I'm over 18. Ugh.
I'm just trying to find out how much it is. I think it's,
Oh, by the way, they're doing a midnight opening for the actual game. So if you want to turn up on the Monday night at Stratford Westfield game, you can go there, buy it, and I'm sure there'll be some sort of event. I'm sure people will be dressing all like ghetto and gangster just to get into the whole mood of things. It's worth going.
Right, okay. In all, it cost $265 million to make.
Oh wow.
So imagine they've made double that back on pre-sales. It's just amazing. It is insane, but it's the game everyone's been wanting for a long time now. I mean, I know how so many people went mad when they saw the trailer, first of all. Even I was like, oh my god. God, this is brilliant. Because I played all of, apart from Free, Vice City, and Liberty Stories, I've played the rest. Like the first one, when it was the bird's eye view, when the graphics weren't great, I still loved it because it was the freedom of do what you want. You don't have to do the missions. And
a lot of people didn't actually play the game for the game. They just played it just to mess about and just
I did.
and get the tanks to come out and, you know, run away from the popo.
Oh god, yeah. Flamethrowers, everything, yeah.
Oh, I have to add, the thing about this game is, you have 3 main characters, so you play all 3, well, sides of the story if you want to, and it's all interwoven, so that's the thing that's made it different from all the other ones. And
you can also set them up so they can help each other.
Good.
Ooh.
Oh, and GTA Online, everyone keeps asking me if I want to be in their crew, and I'm like, I don't have an Xbox 360. F you all, I hate the Xbox. I'm sure you've all seen this bloody video of me playing Tekken with the D-Man on M&M Games wall.
Yes, we posted
what is
earlier.
this?
As Harry says, we shall avenge you.
No, that was me. Yes, we shall avenge you one day.
No, Xbox
friend
needs
beat
to
everyone.
change their design for the control pads. And
I've actually played Tekken on Xbox more than I have on PlayStation, so.
retarded! It's not good! Just buy, do you know what? It would have been fine if I had a stick there, but no, let's play the skanky Xbox 360 controllers. What the effing do? Ugh. Anyway.
Good sportsmanship there.
They didn't film me winning. Funny that. All the ones where I was winning, no, of course not. Let's film you doing the least amount of combos, just like standing there because you can't defend because Xbox control doesn't work. And he edited the bit out where the battery died, and then Demetrius beat me, and I was like, what? That's not fair, surely. No. Anyway. So, online mode, Grand Theft Auto. That's a biggie for everyone to go crazy about. And also, just to throw in, any Kingdom Hearts fans, so they've done the remasters HD edition. I know a lot of people that are going mental playing that. A lot of people have pre-ordered it. And we've also got Pokemon X, what was it? X and Z or Y and Z?
X and Y.
Why are the alphabet? It's coming at some point, actually coming in the next 2 weeks, I think? 2 or 3 weeks?
The next month. They've brought out new details as well.
Mewtwo again.
Mewtwo, yeah. You know how we talked about the chibi version?
Yes.
Well, what we didn't know is that there are actually 2 versions. That was the Y version.
Oh.
And we have a new version, which is the X version, which is like a taller, kind of, robotic kind of stature of him.
And he does fighting moves by looking at
Yes. They've also released pictures of the Pokemon that you picked. They've released the second evolutions of them.
No,
So what they look like. Yeah, they look okay. I know a lot of people hype because the fire type, instead of him being the fox, he now walks on 2 legs in his second evolution. I have no clue whatsoever.
Isn't it technically you can get free starters? So
Sorry?
they're doing a special event. Because you get to choose the starters they give you, and then later down the line you get to choose the original free, don't you?
I think so, because they have Mega Evolutions as well.
Yeah, and there's a special event, when the game comes out where you can get a Talk Chick for free.
Ooh.
Because his Mega Evolution is included.
Oh, Alex just reminded me, they're doing a event at Gameleys at the moment in London. If you go there with your Pokemon White Black or White Black Part 2, you can get a Pokemon.
Yes, they're doing one every 2 weeks, and it's from the Diamond and Pearl editions.
No, the ones I actually have.
Go, Alex, go!
Yay!
So it's good that, cause I know my boyfriend, I forgot my 3DS at the day, but he made the most of it and downloaded it while he was there. I think this is in most game stores, so, I know Croydon has it because that's where I got it. They've actually released 2 new types of Pokemon as well. I don't know the names of them, but there's this cat Pokemon. I think it's a psychic. And, what's interesting about them is that, you know, they introduced the male and the female.
Yeah.
So I don't know which is which, but like the male, blue collar, it's blue mainly with white bits in between, and then the female, it's vice versa. So that's how you can tell the male and the female. And also one that's literally just been announced, called Pyro, who is a fire normal type royal Pokemon with a great mane of burning flames, whose abilities include rivalry and unnerve. And it literally looks like,
it's just a lion with a flower for a head.
Yeah, it just looks like a dog, with, a flower on his head.
Just saw the picture, I was like, what?
Going back to the starters, yeah, you do, later on you get the original starters as well.
No, you do get all of them.
Yes.
Well, most of them.
Yeah, the originals and the other ones later.
How else would they bring out, because they wouldn't have brought out the Mega Evolutions of the 3 of them. It had to be, you know.
Oh, I found a list of most of the new ones that have been announced so far here. And we have quite a few. One looks like a lobster. We have a new flower one. Yeah, there is literally a lobster one. It's blue, called Clauncher.
Sorry.
It's got one big claw and one little claw.
Okay.
Yeah, there's always you got Hone Edge, which is the sword I mentioned last time. Malmar, which looks like a squid crossed with a penguin. We've got Dedenne, which looks like Pikachu, but a lot smaller.
I was going to say, is it like a Dedede from from Kirby?
It's a little tiny mouse version of Pikachu in orange.
Aww.
It's got antennae sticking out of its cheek. So yeah, there's quite a few new ones. Bunnelby, which is just a rabbit. again. Swirlix, which looks like an ice cream.
Oh, I think.
Yay! I love the ice cream ones.
Oh, I don't get the ice cream ones. I really don't.
Badass.
So yeah, there's quite a few new ones. Skrelp, Skrelp, looks like a sea dragon, so it's like a seahorse, which is kind of awesome. But yeah, I'm just looking at all of these, just finding hilariously weird new Pokemon.
And also, you can, your main character, who you play, male or female, you can change their style or their appearance in the game. That has now been confirmed.
Oh wow, that's actually going to be a lot more fun.
Yes. And I think you can change the looks of Pokemon. Like, you can change their colours. I think.
You think?
Probably.
I think. I
One
remember
in
there was
particular,
some that could.
Yeah, I think it helps them, not evolve, but it helps their skills, I think, or something like that.
So it's a bit like Poffins.
It's a bit like...
Poffins, when you could feed them Poffins and they'd get new abilities or plus up abilities.
Oh lol, I remember I found it on YouTube, a parody cartoon of Pikachu fighting a Bulbasaur. And, what do you call it? He was like, feed me meat! Don't feed me puffins! Brr, need nourishment! Brr. That was just like, ugh.
Pikachu!
Pikachu!
Yeah, the manly Pikachu.
Oh, my knee, you asshole! You broke my knee! I'm sorry, man, sorry. Oh, you fucking broke it! That was brilliant. Sorry.
Is that Ego Raptor who made that, or?
I can't remember, it was amazing. Whenever I'm down, I just watch that. It just cracks me up every single time.
I do like
Pokemon awesome.
Yeah. I saw a parody of, you know the Draw My Life that they do on YouTube?
Yeah.
Mm.
They did a parody for Ash Ketchum. It was very funny. Like, my dad went to jail for giving rare candies to everyone. He just mashed it up and started like, oh god, it was so funny. Like, I used to go to school and then I told them, well, screw you all, I'm going to be a Pokemon master. I just walked out.
Lol.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Gaz, I think this is a good time to go to the question corner since we have oh so many this week. Right, where do I start? A friend of mine said they liked High School of the Dead up until the bath scene. At what point does the average female get sick of it? From Damien.
It's Oren right from the start.
Oren!
Or if you start an anime with a crotch shot or a boob shot, I don't particularly want to watch it.
No, it starts with
how
two
about
friends
in
betraying each other.
Magica? When did you get put off from the episode?
In which one? Oh,
in
no,
Magica.
the beginning, the crotch shot.
What, the first like 15 seconds?
No, that is the first shot. The first shot after the thing, after the opening, is a crotch shot.
Oh, I
Crotch
have to go back to that.
shot, boob shot. That's what it was in that order, and then face shot. And it was like, I don't want to watch this now. Even after seeing the character, I was like, I'm done. But I had to watch it for the podcast. The only reason why I watch this stuff is not because I want to, it's for this podcast. No. That's where I usually put, like, as I said, I don't mind it, like, from time to time, because obviously you have your jiggly boobs, sometimes you have your big boob character, whatever. That's just a trope in anime. But, yeah, when it's just about that, then I don't particularly care.
I think I agree with Oren. I don't really mind when it starts happening, but if it's just continuous, that's when I get put off. I'm just like, okay, what the hell? I mean, Najika, I actually liked the story and what was going on, but there was just too much crotch shots, like really unnecessary. Literally, they just kept zooming up, like Oren said. They could have done a view where you didn't see the crotch, but they wanted you to see the crotch.
It's like, hello, here's my crotch.
Your crotch says hello back.
Look at it! Look at it!
It's like nothing else. It's like, oh, let me see the character's expression in their face. No, let's have a zoom in of their vagina. It's like, okay, this is not for me, I guess. Like, if I was going to watch a raunchy anime or something, then it's like, I'm prepared for that. But that's, for me, was like, oh, this could have been a really cool spy thing. And it was like, nope, it's boobs, and that's all we care about. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll go I'll watch something else again. Yeah. How about you guys?
Yeah, what about you guys?
Yeah, I pretty much have to say the same. If it's just over and over again, I'm okay if it's like for a few minutes or so, but if it's virtually the whole episode, no, I can't be dealing with that.
If it's longer than 15 minutes worth, you know
if it's longer than 5-10 minutes, then yeah, I know what the show and the series is going to be about, and I'm pretty much, I just shut the laptop and walk away. There is too much of that. I mean, no, I can't handle that if it's all the way through. And that's what happened with D&D. It was literally all the way through.
There wasn't much demon action, it was just boobs.
Boobs, yeah.
Alex?
I agree with Harriet. If it's just like within the first few minutes, it's just ridiculous amounts. I know it's just going to be that for the whole series. Especially with D&D where it's just like, yeah, here's huge tits right from the start. Not even blurred. Not even strategically hidden. No.
Yeah, no censoring.
No, nothing. It was just like, yeah, this is going to be a very long
Check
episode.
out Hope JJ. Yeah. Guys, this one's quite an interesting question. Are you looking forward to anything particular? The Tokyo Game Show from Luke Nelson. I hadn't heard of it until today. I checked it out. And there was a big, extensive list of vendors, and I just looked straight at the merch, and I found the Danganronpa high school store, and I am looking forward to that because stuff. I want Monokuma plushies now.
I have to agree. Danganronpa, yes.
Oh, there is already plushies of Teddy Bear.
I know, but there'll be more. There'll be other stuff.
They're
Bigger
very
ones.
expensive,
outfits. Some of
They
the
are.
outfits are cool in the show.
I've seen people cosplay as a Jujinka of Monobear. There was one at Iacon, but I never managed to get a photo of him, sadly.
No, I think
disappointed.
Bandai have said there's a new Soul Calibur,
Ooh!
which there should be announced. Only that's because they kind of posted it all over Facebook as usual, going, "We have lots of stuff. Come see."
Cool.
Yeah.
And Oren?
I'm more interested into the indie gaming. Like
They
that.
have hundreds.
They have a lot of games from different Asian areas. So you've got stuff from Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore. So like loads of different studios. So that'd be interesting to check those out as well.
Next question is simply DuckTales Remastered ? From Michael Tang. First of all, I've actually tried it. It's awesome, and just to mention, they actually got all the original voice acting cast to do it, and they even got Scrooge McDuck out of retirement to do the voice.
He's 90 odd years old. I fair play to him. I mean, I've played the game, love it. I mean, some people were very much, but it's a short game, obviously, it's just a remake of the original, so I don't think, don't break it, you know, by adding more in.
They did add a lot of extra content in, like, for example, the big bosses.
Yes.
They added it to make it a bit more harder, a bit more complex, because obviously the original game was literally on a handheld and easy. Well, not easy, but very, for like a short journey kind of thing. Whereas they've added it to make it, you know, something worth buying again after many years. And it's just quite fun.
I never played the original when it came out on NES. I mean, I've said this story before. My dad sold my NES before I even had a chance to play it. But I love it, and the voice acting and the acting in it itself is really good, especially between Launchpad and Scrooge. Very funny.
Anything else from you guys, Alex or Oren?
Haven't played it yet.
I haven't played it.
I played the originals.
I never played the original. I never had a NES. I think my first console was a Game Boy Black and White. And then an N64, which I only had 2 games for. But, yeah. No, I'm just not that bothered about DuckTales. I don't have any attachment to it.
You're not bothered about DuckTales, but you'll be bothered about the next question. What do you think of the PS Vita TV? Will you be getting one? And that's from Will Stocks, one of my friends from Anime Picks. I've seen it. It's a white little box that makes you watch and play games on the TV, which I think is pointless. But please carry on, guys.
it is basically what it says on Tim. You can play Vita games on there as well. I think PlayStation are introducing a new TV channel for it, from what I read. But I think it's $100.
In fact, you could just turn your TV on and watch your TV. Yeah, I'll say.
Or you could just plug the Vita in and play games anyway.
You have TV, you have Netflix nowadays, you have Love Film, you know, why, and that's like £6 a month. I don't know, I don't think, there's been no introduction of it coming over here yet, but
the ads floating around.
I don't think it's gonna sell well, to be honest. I think Sony are just trying to, I don't know why they need
the
to.
Nintendo market, basically.
I don't know why they need to. I mean, they're going to do really well with the sales of PS4, so I don't understand why they're bringing this out now. It's very weird.
I don't know. Oran, what do you think?
Eh.
You're not spending your hard-earned cash on that.
No, because I already have. I don't have a Vita. I want to get a Vita, but I don't particularly want to play it on the TV. That's not the reason why.
Yeah, it's not the point of it. Yes.
Yeah.
About. So I wouldn't want to play my 3DS. I don't have 3DS, but if I had one, I wouldn't want to play it on the big screen because, like, A, that's gonna be super pixelaty, and B, I probably wouldn't be playing it near a TV anyway. I usually switch off the TV. It's like I don't want to be on the TV anymore because my computer's hooked up to my TV, and that's where I do all my gaming. But yeah, no, I'm cool. I don't need it.
That's fine. Next question. Have you seen the fall season lineup? If so, is there anything that you're really looking forward to? And that's from Sam Attal. What are you guys looking forward to? I definitely, straight away, BlazBlue, Auto Memory, purely because I've played the games, and so the characters are quite interesting, so I'd love to look and find, what's her name? The cat girl with the big hood.
Motoko?
No. Takakako?
Takaka, sorry, I was thinking the squirrel girl, sorry.
Yeah, that one, so I'd like to find out some about, I don't even know if there'll be any story.
I loved Tao. I used to do her voice at one point, but I can't anymore.
Oh, you grew out of it.
Well, I can. That meow, booby lady.
Yeah, she's quite interesting character. I'd like to find out about. And then straight away, Alex pointed it out on the list for me. Oh, why should you like this? Diabolic Lovers. It looks pretty much like Brothers Complex, and I was like, woo! Yes! There's loads of guys in the picture. I'm so
Brothers Complex with vampires.
Yeah. Oh god, I love vampires. Yeah. And there was another one, Papu, which is about a boy and a girl that suddenly get orphaned and they're all alone, and then the boy has a metamorphosis and he turns into like a bug creature and starts eating people. So that sounded interesting, and the art looked really nice in the picture, so I'm up for that. What about you, Oren?
I am looking forward to Kill la Kill, who's made by the Trigger people, who did like Tenga Toppa and all those beautiful animes. I'm also looking forward for it seems really dumb, but I really want to watch Megan Nebu, which is about basically it's adapted from a drama CD about a group of boys with glasses.
Why not?
I want to see what it's about. I don't know what it is, but it seems really dumb, but it's great at the same time. Gundam Build Fighters, because robots. What else? There was another one. Oh, I want to see Pupa as well. That seems pretty rad. Samurai Flamenco.
Woo!
Yes. And, Kokai, no Kanata, which is, I recently saw the trailer for that one as well, and the animation for that looks really slick.
It's by the same company that does Free.
Yes. Oh yeah, I could recognize the song, yeah. And also, I want to see the film version of Saints Young Men. Because who loves Jesus and Buddha living together in Japan?
Alex, what about you?
Samurai Flamenco as well, I'm looking forward to, is Oran. Log Horizon is one I'm looking forward to, but I know a lot of people are going to take the mick out of it and say it's a copy of Sword Art Online. When it isn't.
Oh, it might be really good. It might be better, right?
Yeah. Yozakura Quartet, because I read the manga. I want to see how they do that as well. since that one's a new one. Well, I think it's a new one or a new series. What other ones have we got? Kyuso Giga TV. I only like it because the picture looks interesting. I don't actually know, it doesn't actually say what the series is about. It's a TV anime of the ONA series, originally released in 2011. Which, I'll have to look that one up more. But yeah. And Saint Young Men, because I watched the first one and it's hilarious.
Cool.
What about everyone else?
Harriet?
Well, BlazBlue, Autumn Memory, I'm looking forward to. Magambu, I'm also looking forward to. I just love the idea of just a group of boys with glasses. I'm interested to know what that's about. What else? Capellion. That looks really interesting. It has like 3 girls who like there's a nuclear power, a catastrophe, and then 20 years later it's a ghost town. But it just carries on from there. What else is there? I also want to watch Diabolic Lovers.
Yeah!
Brothers Conflict, yeah, I wasn't too keen on, but I'm gonna give this a go, because I don't mind vampires in anime. What else? Walkyo Romance? I can't, if that's what it's pronounced. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. What else? Here's one. Arpeggio of Blue Steel, Ares Nova. That looks interesting. Yeah. And finally, Miss Monochrome.
Which, what was it? Oh, there we go.
It's about a girl who she lives in the monochrome world, but she dreams of a world of colour.
Aww.
Sounds like it'd be quite sweet.
I think, yeah.
That's good. We seem to have a lot of variety of genres coming up this autumn that we'll obviously be talking about in the future shows. And next question, what are your opinions of crossplay from Ollie Redmond? It is what it is. There's a lot of crossplay apparently. I came across this website, Bountiful Bosoms, and they make prosthetics, as in men. So you can have yourself a real realistic cleavage, and you can crossplay. So yeah, I've seen loads of like girls obviously do guy stuff, and the whole free thing was so popular. Everyone's doing the desert theme from the ending song from 3, and it's surprising they're doing it in such a way, you know, they're wearing the vests or the waistcoats to kind of cover the boobs, and a lot of the, you know, androgynous females kind of get away with it, the tall skinny ones, and they just do that, and yeah, it's so popular, crossplay.
Well, people have been cross-playing for years now. I didn't know it was actually called crossplay. I just thought that was still just cosplay. I just thought it was just the thing that people did. Usually you tend to see girls cosplay guys more than guys cosplay.
Yeah.
But, I did see an amazing Misty who had like a fully grown beard, and he had hairy legs. He was perfect though. I loved him, and he was just photobombing everyone. And he had glasses on. Yeah, he was just doing like the super kawaii pose with his like doing the peace sign and with his butt out. Oh, and he was just in the background of every single cosplay picture. It was best.
Oh, you reminded me at MCM, the recent one, there was this Asian dude, really quite dark, and he was doing a Lily from Tekken, and he obviously bought an official outfit, but it was just too small for him, so he looked like he was bursting out of it, and you know, with a really bad blonde cheap wig, and he kept photobombing loads of people, and that was just jokes, total jokes. Oh my goodness. Anyway,
I've always had the opinion. I've always lived by the mantra: cosplay is for fun. Now I know recently.
Oh, you cosplay?
I crossplay. Yes, I mean my first costume was a crossplay. It was Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. I think though, it's been half and half. I've cosplayed guys and I have cosplayed girls. I'd say there would be an even split of that. And like I said, cosplay's got a lot of bad press recently, but we'll talk about it another time. My mantra has always been cosplay, because if you enjoy it, do it. Don't let anyone stop you. I I don't mind guys dressed as girls. I actually commend them for doing it, because there are a lot of guys who do find it a bit, not uncomfortable, but they're worried about the reaction they'll get. And, I mean, I know a lot of people, a lot of guys who have dressed up as girls, and, you know, I don't condemn them at all. I love them. I mean, whenever I see them, I always make sure I take a photo of them, so then, you know, make them feel good that, you know, that they're cosplaying as a female character. It, like you said, it's easier for girls to dress as guys, cause, it's more done. I remember one of my friends, he dressed as Haruhi from, Harumi Suzumiya, the Melancholy of it. And I didn't know it was him. It took me like 5 seconds to realise it was him. So it was brilliant, you know, he even like done the bar, everything padded up, it was amazing. So, I say good on them, and please, let's have more of them, because cosplay is for fun. If you want to do it, do it. Don't let anyone stop you, don't let anything get in your way. That's my mantra of the day.
Yeah, because that's what I thought cosplay was about. It's about dressing up as your favourite character.
That's it, yeah.
And I know there's a lot of connotation between men dressing up as women, because like being a woman's basically the grossest thing in the world. So like, it's okay for women to wear like trousers and everything, but if a man wears a dress, jeez, call the police.
He's gay, obviously, yeah.
This is it, yeah.
Or he's this or he's that. It's like, well, no, like, it's clothing. It shouldn't, like, in other cultures, like, they're not called dresses, but men wear dress-like clothing, and they're not seen as, like, gay. Or they're not seen in, there's nothing wrong with being gay, of course. Me being a lesbian and all, but still, it's like, it's really aggravating, and it's like, people need to calm down, and need to break down these, like, men used to wear the most frilliest of clothing, like, a couple of 100 years ago. Men used to wear, like, cod pieces, and, like, stuff, the most unnecessary clothes, and now it's like, oh no, I can't do that, because that's gonna make me obviously turn gay somehow. And I obviously want to go to have sex with men because I wore, like, women's clothes. It's like, no, that's not how it works. It's stupid. There's just some stupid people out there, and people just need to do what they want to do. Even if it's for crossplay or if it's for real life. It's just like, do whatever you want.
Yeah. I have to say, there are some crossplays I've seen of men dressed as women, and my god, they have got some damn fine legs. I mean, they're better than some, you know. There was one guy who I know, his name, you might know him as Sailor Mars. He dresses as most female characters. Sailor Mars was his most famous one. And, someone told me that he was in the queue, and someone looked at his legs, and they were just like, damn, they look better than mine, you know? But yeah.
So next, okay, we've got a whole bunch of series of questions from the same guy, Chris C. Right. High School DXD is different to HS OTD. I'm only familiar with DXD out of these things, but how great is Koneko? Anyone? No?
I don't remember any names.
I don't know any names.
I like the redhead, so that's all I have to say on the matter, because she seems kind of nice. That's it. She's got big bazookas, but that's neither here or there for me.
I have no opinion on anything anymore.
Alright. How about this question, Oren? How many breasts are too many breasts?
Well, all girls, like most girls have like boobs, and some guys have boobs. You can't say. But it's like the point where there's like the show's just about boobs, then it's like that's too many boobs. I'm not interested in the show just about boobs. I'm interested in a show about substance, and if boobs happen to be there, then I'm okay with that. Bring on all the boobs, but if there's no if that's like the main thing, or that's like taking up most of your like camera shots is just boobs jiggling, then drop the mic. I'm out.
Hi, Mom. Like the beginning of High School D&D second season, You know, like when you saw her a bit. That I was fine with. When the other girl came in, Asia or something her name, she,
Blondie, yeah? As soon as she came in, she got naked. It was like, whoa.
It's like, no, done, that's it.
Literally, she walked in, I thought she was gonna be like, oh my god, what are you guys doing? She was like, oh my god, why am I not joining in? And it's like, huh?
I was gonna say, let's get in here.
Literally, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of felt, okay, there was an actual storyline and the whole getting naked thing was just, it was, I don't know, I felt like there was no point. It wasn't like it was a hentai and there was an actual plot and they were actually going to have sex. No, it was just, we're gonna get naked because we want to get naked, the end. and that, I'm gonna end it on that note. So, everybody, it's been great seeing all your questions and all your input on Facebook. Please keep it up. Please carry on liking us, subscribing, YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr, the whole shebang, Anime UK Show, or on wearearcade.com. Hit us up for, you know, more suggestions. You know, of course, we'll try and see whatever we can. And yeah, so that's that really. See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.
www.wearearcade.com